Sebastati Educational Complex with our friends, with our classmates, people that we've spent many hours, and teachers. So I guess we will start by discussing very memorable moments for us, and then we'll get into questions and find out more about each other and
That's it, I guess. Nothing too much more about it. So if we're gonna talk shortly about our high school years in Sebastati, I think the start is the ninth grade, the end of the ninth grade when we moved from the one campus of the middle school to the high school campus, which I guess was a new experience for everyone here, right? Right? No one is talking. So I guess we're gonna start with short questions about that transfer moment from the middle school to high school and how y'all feel about it. What was the new things? What did you like? What you didn't like? And that kind of stuff. Who wants to go first?
so how many of you were a student of this school before high school? Who else?
That's it? Wow. So who's gonna start? Mary's gonna start. Yes. Let's go. Mary.
I've been here since first grade. Yeah, I've been here since first grade. What do I say? I remember the most memorable thing of being a part of our high school are a lot of things actually, but I have really bad memory, so I'll just go to the main things. The teachers that have a really big part in my memory, my brain, my heart as well are Miss Irina, obviously.
Thanks for appreciation.
I have been saying it and I will say it until I die. But other than Miss Irina, I really will remember Mr. Tokmajan and Pikin Nuner. They're just really special people with their, they have really specific opinions on a lot of things, and it made me learn and have my own opinion on those things. So I guess that's that.
Who's next?
Who else wants to talk about it?
People.
Or like talk about what's the difference between this school and other schools? Because
why
other
not?
schools are
I think the mentality of people, of students.
less judgment. You're more free to choose things, to say things.
You always you should be.
Who had the bad experience in other schools before coming here? Oh, wow, okay. So do you think, besides all of those things you mentioned before, only talking about education-wise, are you proud to be here? Are you satisfied studying here? Only talking educational-wise. Yes.
Only education?
We're here to talk about
Not so.
so much, okay.
In my opinion, it depends on the subject.
That kind of true.
For example, our English levels are different than, for example, the school in front of us. We have to accept it, okay? But like Armenian, and other like math, yeah, not everyone's as good as those, regular schools.
Yeah, I think it depends on the subject style. For example, bio subjects and engineering subjects
Yeah.
are kind of harder for us because it's more art major school, we can say. It's more concentrated on creative thinking and that kind of stuff.
Also, I think it is also because other schools, they don't, let's say, allow teachers to make their own way
Schedules.
of teaching. and their own schedules or like specific ways of teaching. They just have this government specified things that everyone has to learn at this specific time, right? We don't have that. Every teacher has their own
Way of
Yes,
studying.
way of teaching.
Teachers in other schools are very pressured. That's why they're also depressed. I feel like they're more depressed than like educational materials, tools. What do you think about that? Is it
Efficient
beneficial
enough?
for us?
Okay.
It's so good.
About like computers? It's
It's
convenient.
about the strictness and stuff. I guess that's the only thing I would like to add here. That would like change a lot of things here. I think the tests, the midterms, and that kind of stuff. That's it. Even with computers, that would be absolutely okay.
Like what type of?
Remember I was
What type
talking
of
about the
strictness?
Midterms, like to check regularly to make the people at least study this much to have the basic knowledge of everything.
Don't you think that it all depends on students? The
Yes, but
level
a lot
of
of people
study.
don't understand that. So the school is for like
This is high
educating them.
school.
So at least giving them the basic knowledge would be pretty okay.
But in high school,
Yes, why not?
But in other schools, even if they do tests like that, it doesn't help much. If children don't study, then they just simply don't.
Even if you cheat, you at least pick up something there. That's what I'm saying. Come on, you do. You at least you remember something there. There is no way you don't. As a person who did cheat, for example, in my previous school we had like very hard tests, and it was very hard for me to transfer from this to there. And in first semester, I had some cheating experience, but it really helped. It really helps to pick up something, at least something there.
Okay, that's good if you don't do it for the grade. I feel like that too because people cheat to get the grade.
Exactly. However, the thing is I'm talking about, even if you do it for grade, you pick up
Oh
something
yeah, I
for
see
it.
what you're saying.
Not everyone.
Everyone. It's just like how to tell it? One sentence. Wait. Подсознание one sentence.
subconsciously.
Subconsciously you picking up something there.
But it's gonna be like one or two questions, but not.
It is good. Sometimes people here don't even know one question. That's the biggest coin here.
You know, the most frequent used question that I'm used to giving is how to motivate unmotivated students. Can you just give one sentence how to motivate?
Words of encouragement help people.
Encouragement.
Do you mean motivating people to study?
Yes, students to study.
I feel like they have to have their own goals, their own, not necessarily educational goals. I don't know how to describe it. It comes
Putting
from
them on the right path, on giving them the line that you want them like to pass. You know what I mean? For example, for me it was like, okay, the goal is to study here, 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 and if you want to do it,
have to
you
study
like
this.
it or you don't, you gotta do this. And just somehow like a motto for every morning to do a little to reach something that you really, really wanted. So I think it's finding a passion for every student is the right way of motivating
And the
students here.
passion doesn't have to be necessarily long term. It have to be something. Can be something you enjoy at the moment.
Like this tiniest example is like someone really wants to go to this trip. However, there are requirements to go to this trip. You gotta get this done.
Alternatives.
Yes. No, not alternatives. Like, okay, we're going to Gyumri, for example, and to go to the Gyumri trip, there are some requirements, for example, that you need to have. And if the person really wants to go to Gyumri, that person will do the specific things, and it's sort of like small goals every time to like learn how to motivate yourself.
Thank you. I'll take it into consideration.
Thank you for all of your participation. We had a great time. And we will always remember high school, specifically this school, as a really good place. The best school. The best school. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.